Tales from the Block. In our new series, we wanted to bring you something different. With creative imagination alongside real current events and the added help of AI, Tales from the Block will bring you a dramatized weekly story episode about Plymouth Argyle. We hope you find this new series enjoyable and something different. Thank you for listening. Episode 1. Unexpected Turbulence. In the heart of Spain, as the waves lapped quietly against the golden sands in summer silence, one man thought he'd finally found a bit of peace. After a roller coaster season ending in relegation from the Championship, the dust was settling. A new season in League One loomed. Not ideal, but a chance to rebuild. A chance to believe again. Julio Pleguezuelo, Argyle's no-nonsense centre-back and Block 9 player of the season, was back in his home country of Spain with his family. It was the first time in months he'd stopped, properly stopped. He stood barefoot on the sand, his young son gripping his hand tightly, while the evening sun dipped low over the coast. Julio had extended his contract with Plymouth Argyle under manager Muslic by 2 more years. He had stayed because he believed in something bigger than just results. The badge, the community, and the unfinished journey, but peace never lasts long in football. The next morning, Julio stirred awake to the buzz of his phone. Dozens of messages. At the top was a news headline: Breaking, manager Miron Muslic leaves Argyle for Bundesliga to Schalke. Muslic, the intense, supposedly honest, dedicated, meticulous tactician who'd taken Argyle to the brink of survival, was gone. Just like that. No goodbye. No transition, just an abrupt exit to Germany weeks before pre-season was set to begin. Back at home park, staff scrambled. Press releases were drafted. The players, now scattered across the globe, were left in limbo. One of the other players, Joe Edwards, had sent a voice note to the team's WhatsApp group. Disbelief in his voice as he shared what little he knew. Joe, as club captain, clearly wanting to calm the situation with all his fellow teammates. "Leave it with me," he said. "I'll try and find out exactly what's gone on." Julio walked the beach again, stunned and lost in thought. His son played beside him, drawing a football pitch in the sand. Everything had changed. Again. He had committed to the club, not just to Muslic, but the vision, the plan that convinced him to stay, was this now up in the air? What comes next, he thought. As rumors swirled across social networks, names of potential new managers floated up. Some familiar, some wild, some Julio thought would hopefully not come true. But there was nothing Julio could do. It was out of his control. That evening, the sun had set, and the beach was quiet. Julio stood alone, phone in hand, staring at the calm horizon. Suddenly, his phone buzzed. This time it was a call from Maxim Talavirov, his fellow defensive teammates, a player who only joined the club recently, signed by Muslic himself. Maxi, as he was known, had formed a formidable partnership in that short time with Julio and their fellow defensive teammates. He answered. Maxi was surprisingly calm, measured, but spoke with intent, saying how shocked and disappointed he was at this news. Julio responding in agreement. Muslic was one of the reasons Julio extended his contract after all. After discussing the news, they agreed to just try and enjoy the rest of their post-season breaks, and both were looking forward to getting back together with pre-season training. The lack of a manager is nothing new to Julio. It will be his 5th since joining the club under Steven Schumacher. It is something new to Maxi, but they're professionals and accept that this is just the crazy world that is football. This has been episode 1 of Tales from the Block. A quick note about our scenes. Elements of this episode have been fictionalized and dramatized for storytelling. Other elements are used to reference current events. The Block 9 brings you this weekly episode in the series, written and produced by Mike, the Crazy Pilgrim. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave a review. You can find out more about the Block 9 on our social channels and theblock9.co.uk. Thank you for listening.